The values instilled in me from a very young age until now have pivoted my role and the position that I'm taking in my ISEP project and have been taking while being a community engaged scholar these past few years. Here's my story. It started from the root of my family being based in Cameroon. Cameroon is located on the west side of Africa, which is a country neighboring Nigeria. This country is known for its rich culture and its French language, divided into two, the Francophone and the Anglophone side. My family specifically comes from the Francophone side. In 1994, Bridget and Pascal from two different tribes in Cameroon made it official and got married. With love, hope, and ambition, they set out goals for themselves and for what their future would look like together. My parents are strong individuals, with my dad losing both of his parents and brother at a young age, and my mother coming from a poorer side of Cameroon, being the oldest of 8, they were scared but ready to conquer a new journey together. Spending many nights crying before leaving their family in the only country they've ever known before their journey to the United States, my parents knew that they did what they had to do for my siblings and I to have a good life. The promises they made to each other for me is something I will fulfill to remind them that the decisions they made were always for a good reason. School and education is a big thing for my family and I, especially being from their tribes. What you learn in school and the values of your education is the foundation for the future. So in relations to me, I was born in Decatur, Illinois, but then after I moved to Africa, specifically Ivory Coast. Then later in 2002, we moved back to the US. I got a taste of both worlds. I'd gone to about 4 different schools all before the age of 4. As a young pupil, I loved school. It just came very natural. But the boost and the constant self-reflection with my parents from a young age aided in getting me there. Throughout high school and middle school, I accomplished great things and I received much recognition for it. But it wasn't until sophomore year of college when I learned to do something great with the natural gift that I was given. My sophomore year at a pre-health job fair hosted by the U is where I found my first volunteer opportunity with American Red Cross. They were talking about the blood shortage that they've been having and how a simple volunteer who can give at least 6 hours of their time a month could make a huge difference. With the qualities that I have, I knew that I could do that and that nothing is impossible. It was so simple to sign up, and the training was so much fun. I loved everything about being a donor, meeting new individuals, giving back to humanity, and eating some of the snacks while I wait for patients to come give blood was kind of nice too. Coincidentally, the end of my sophomore year, the same year that I found out about volunteering with American Red Cross, was the same year that I learned about community engaged scholars. I love the values that this program had, how we could continue to volunteer and get recognized for it, while also doing self-reflection assignments and also working on our personal growth. The girl right there on the left, that's me. I hosted my first rap session with Serve Minnesota, and I was able to do something and step out of my comfort zone. I was so happy. I was a little nervous, but with everybody around me and all the great smiles, I enjoyed it so much. From there, summer 2019, I signed up for a clinical ambassador position with Aurora Healthcare in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, greeting patients, directing them, and more. It felt good knowing that just my small volunteer position was really aiding in the functioning of this clinic. Not only was the volunteer work I was doing beneficial, it was aiding and directing me to my soon career path. Going in undecided as an undergraduate did scare me, but with my experience and engaging with my community, I soon knew. Earlier this year, I became a pharmacy messenger with Fairview, now realizing that a career in pharmacy is what I wanted to pursue. I was able to provide the medication to the patient by simply walking it to the designated floor and handing it to the nurse. I was aiding in the recovery of that patient. This text message is a text I sent to my mother, certifying and confirming that I had a third volunteer position. I was so excited. So finally, after being an ambassador for AmeriCorps for almost a year, I decided that I should focus my ISEP project within a community that I'm already in. AmeriCorps provides services in various parts of our community today nationwide. For example, College Possible. But within these 17 programs, not all races and ethnicities are represented. Diversity and inclusion is so important today. With my diverse background and the experiences I've gained by working in different communities, my goal for my ISEP is to diversify these programs to create a stepping stone for current and future service members. so we can see extraordinary roles and contributions due to the diversity and community work done right before us, and thus pivot a domino effect. Thank you.